Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast episode for a festive Frog Friday. Come on, bro. That was pretty dope.
It's all right.
You're not feeling... Bro, you love frogs. You know what my question is?
Oh,
What's the... Come on. Now you see it? Exactly, bro. I'm way past you, bro. Listen. What's the difference between a frog and a toad? What's the difference?
I think frogs ribbit, right?
Once again, Doyle, thank you for imparting your knowledge on this podcast. Is that the technical definition of a toad or a frog? That they ribbit, that's the difference.
Yeah, you never hear a toad ribbit.
You might be right, Doyle. And you now are a fan of toads because of Mike Tyson. I licked a toad. Remember that?
That was in Family Guy, too.
Did he do it? No, well, he licked there's a toad that has like DMT on it. Of course, I heard that on Rogan at first or whatever. But apparently you lick the toad and you get the DMT and then you go see the little David the Gnome things and you realize what life is and then you become Jim Carrey. Which Jim Carrey pisses me off. I'm the only one that doesn't like the woke Jim Carrey. There's something that, you know what it is? People that are that wealthy and then they think that they found out like the definition of life and all that. It's like, it's because you don't have financial stress so that you could think of all these wonderful things because you're not thinking about anything else. Like, hey, Jim, give away all your money and become a bum in New York City and start over and then do it. And show me your new way of thinking and how you just got back to where you are. I know I sound like a hater. You know, he's not like out there being mean. He's trying to impart wisdom on people. I'm just saying it's really easy for certain people to act like they're so spiritually woken because they don't worry about the same stuff as other people in life worry about. And it's fine too. It doesn't mean like I'm mad at him for being rich and famous and all that shit. It's just that, you know, it's easy to say certain things when you're just up on that pedestal, but whatever. I like Ace Ventura. I miss that Jim Carrey. Cable Guy. What's your favorite Jim Carrey movie? The Mask.
What about your boy Fire Marshal Bill?
Howdy, folks. I'm going door to door looking for fire safety hazards. Mind if I give your place a look around? Don't get me started with fire. That was the last time I dressed up for Halloween, like actually dressed up. This is going on 10 years. I haven't dressed up on Halloween for 10 years, bro. When I was last in New York, I was Fire Marshal Bill. Because I love Fire Marshal Bill. Anyone that knows me knows I love Fire Marshal Bill. And I always do a Fire Marshal Bill impression. I give you a little taste there. I didn't do the lip up thing. I'm not wearing my thing. I'm not going full on. But you're right. Fire Marshal Bill is probably my favorite character Jim Carrey's ever done, including Ace Ventura, The Mask, and all that shit.
No, Dumb and Dumber?
Oh. Man, I was talking shit about Jim Carrey. Well, I was talking shit about woke Jim Carrey.
Well, that was 90s Jim Carrey.
But Jim Carrey, no. But Dumb and Dumber to me is one of the funniest movies of all time. I mean, it really, some of the jokes, it's just incredible when he does like the IOUs with the fucking, you know, he takes all the money from the briefcase and he writes IOU on a napkin and he's like, oh, that's $350,000 for a Lamborghini. You might want to keep that one. And it literally just says IOU Lamborghini $300,000.
They had taste.
Yeah, they would fly as fuck when they were wearing those Aspen ski fucking outfits and shit. Remember they wore those sick ass fucking tuxedos? Hey, dude, that movie's great. Big gulps, huh, guys?
Well, yeah. That was different Jim Carrey. I think he was having more fun, you know?
Yeah, he was living it up in the 90s. He was just killing it, bro. Imagine Jim Carrey at the height of the 90s. Mask just came out in the summer or whatever. He's just partying in fucking Paris. Anyway, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We are off the rails early as, you know, this is par for the course for the show. But we are here. Today is Friday, a festive Frog Friday, as I mentioned.
Yeah, I came early.
Okay. I was going to leave that out of the show today, that I got aggravated, and then I had a 2-hour conversation like we're in the principal's office about you showing up late. Supposed to be here at 11:30. It is now 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I feel like I'm back in high school.
Yeah. You're a fucking idiot, and you don't take anything seriously, and that's why you're a scumbag. And you know what? More and more people are going to realize it. They may be against me now and think I treat you wrong, but slowly but surely they'll understand. I'll make sure of it. Because I'm not just an asshole for no reason. I'm an asshole because you make me an asshole. Don't fuck up, I won't be an asshole. There's very simple rules to life. I'm trying not to act, I'm trying today. But you had to bring it up. and you're here late and you piss me off. But whatever, we're recording. It doesn't matter. We're giving people some content. We're being consistent with it.
Hey.
Which is good. So we did get topic suggestions. I, once again, put it up a little late. But I got to be honest, more and more as the show's progressing, there's a lot of... That's only from last night, Doyle. Just from like 10 o'clock at night till now. All those suggestions I sent you. So I sent you 4 pages. We're not going to get through 4 pages. Just give me the ones that you like and we'll be fine. Now, last week we addressed the comments, right? We people still suggesting about how to transition. I think the newest comment is I should have a list in front of me so I know the topics, which I know all the fucking topics because I'm the one who put it on my page and then I screenshot it, DM it to you, the results. I like the randomness where you just read off a topic and I go and then I let you know when I'm done. So I appreciate the suggestions, took it into account. And we're going to kind of flow the way we would like. Go ahead, Doyle.
Well, I actually had an idea for transitions.
Oh, I cannot wait. Go ahead.
Do catchphrases.
Like, do you have one?
Forget about it. And then I just start with the next time.
So if I'm like, yeah, and the War of 1812 ended around 1812, forget about it. And then you just...
Yeah.
Immediately, you're going to smoothly transition into the next topic.
Or you could say like, to the moon.
To the moon? From like the Honeymooners? What is that from? To the moon? To the moon, Alice? What is that from? To the moon, Alice. What is that? That's the Honeymooners, right?
Yeah, I think that guy beat his wife, right? I think that was like cool back in the day.
Well, it was more accepted. I don't know if it was cool. I don't know if it was ever cool to beat your wife. I'm definitely against any kind of physical abuse, even if it's not wife, anything. I've never physically abused you, Doyle. I've probably emotionally abused you at some point. But yeah, no, I'm not down with the domestic violence at all. And different times. Oh yeah, that's why I oughta. Right? That whole thing. Yeah,
See,
yeah.
That could be one transition.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to transition like that. I would like to just talk about the topic, say I'm done, and say, hey Doyle, go ahead and give me another topic. Like it's okay to say that. It's okay. Once again, we're keeping people involved with the show, and I love that, and I'm okay with that. And once again, criticisms, whatever you got, send it through. We're gonna send them upstairs to our lobby that takes care of those issues, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. That being said, Doyle, would you like to get into the first topic, or do you have anything to say before we start the show?
Oh yeah, what's the grace period?
Okay.
For me being late.
I gave you a grace period. I told you to be here at 11, but I said I'll give you till 11:30. Remember I called you last night at like 9:30, and I said, yo, be here, but I'll give you till 11:30, which I never do. And then guess what? I woke up today, went to my other home, which is an hour away, drove all the way there, and then realized, oh shit, I got to be back in 25 minutes because Doyle's going to get there. And you know what I said? Fuck him. I went to the car wash. I took my time, right? I did all this shit. And guess what? I called you 37 times because you have your bootleg Mexican phone, right? Right?
The burner.
Drug cartel phone, right? Called you 50 times, didn't answer the phone. Got back to my apartment, started setting stuff up, bringing out stuff. You still didn't answer. Then you finally called me back. Say, yo, I'm downtown. Oh, now you're downtown, bro? I just went through a 100+ mile road trip, got my shit together, got my shit done, and you're just randomly 2+ hours late. I'm downtown. And you think that that's acceptable. See, we don't need to have a conversation about this. We don't need to do this. Just give me a fucking topic, please.
That's it?
Yes.
All right, so we got Izzy 85 phone games.
You know what? The last, like a mobile game, the last phone game I played was like, or mobile phone game sounds weird. What was that? The Call of Duty one, right? There was like mobile. It was kind of cool for a minute, but I don't know what it is with mobile games. I got into Final Fantasy Mobius once, but that was it. You play Pokemon Go nonstop. We know that.
Yeah, I'm playing it now.
I know. But I don't know. Do you, any other phone stuff that you fuck with mobile wise? I don't.
There's a few of them, right? Isn't there one that looks like Breath of the Wild? I forgot what it's called.
That looks like Breath of the Wild? I don't know. I don't like Breath of the Wild too much. I'm drinking this weird water, by the way. You ever heard of this? Wakanda, I call it Wakanda, but it's not. It's Waiakea Hawaiian volcanic water, naturally, I think they misspelled naturally alkaline electrolytes. It wouldn't say, wouldn't it be natural? I think there's how could I trust the water if they can't get the grammar right? I don't know. Very nice water, though. Just wanted to bring that up.
This Fiji water?
I like Fiji water. I chose that over Fiji water. Their marketing got me. They had like this, and I like that it says volcanic water. I think you get good pure water from volcanic ash. I don't know. It probably cost them 8 cents to make that. That bottle of water was like $4. It's a complete ripoff, but it does taste pretty good. And water does have taste.
All right, so the most played games is Genshin Impact. That's the one I was talking about.
Genshin Impact?
Yeah, Genshin Impact.
Don't I? I bet you somebody knows what that is. I am unfamiliar with that game.
Brawl Stars?
What's that?
Epic 3-on-3 and Battle Royale.
Oh. Well, yeah, I know a lot of the mobile
Wrestling.
games are battle royale games, like first person, because, phones are at a point now where you could do legitimate FPS games on a phone. Like I said, that Call of Duty game was good. It had the controls were really good. I mean, now granted, you do have to have like a pretty high-end Samsung or Droid or Apple iPhone to make it work properly, but I think all the motherfuckers ruined that shit too with bots and cheaters and mods and what. I mean, I don't understand.
And the third one is Super Mario Run.
I never played that either. It's like a new version of Super Mario.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
2D
pretty cool.
side scroller.
He just runs and then you just like.
Yeah, I
tap
just
the
think
phone to do
mobile
different
games.
things.
I'd rather just like. Wouldn't you agree that any Game Boy Advance SP game or Advance game is better than like a mobile game? I don't know. I guess I'm tying nostalgia to it too, so it's not really fair. But I don't know. I'm not really into mobile games, so thank you though.
Today's the Game Boy Advance anniversary.
Is it really? So how many years? So Game Boy Advance came out what? 02? 03? 04?
Let me check it out.
I think it's 03, 04. I bought a Game Boy Advance. Oh no, actually it was an SP, the one that I bought, the Nintendo one. I bought that brand new in the store when it just came out. I bought it from Game Crazy, which is a great game store in Long Island.
20 years.
20 years. 20 años. That's a long time though. I mean, 20, and honestly, the prices on the games and the systems will continue to rise. Game Boy Advance SP 101 going for almost $200 now, right? Am I correct or am I nuts?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow, damn. Game Boy Advance is awesome though. I really think that's a really good handheld, and the games looked great. Castlevania games on there, fucking phenomenal. What is it? Circle of the Moon, and what was the other one? Circle of the Moon. There was another one too.
Area of Sorrows.
Yeah, that was it. That one I have too. That's good. Okay, let's get to another topic.
All right, so we got Anthony Vamoose.
Okay.
Big purchase regrets.
We were kind of just talking about that indirectly a little bit with the Omega watch. I wasn't saying I regretted it because it went up in value, so I made money on it already. I think I realized when I got into my watches, like I really took a big step forward to seriously get into watches, which I love watches. I think Rolex is my favorite watch, and I think I could have took the money that I spent on that Omega. Granted, I did well on it, but I wasn't looking to do well. I was looking to enjoy a watch, and I'm like, I kind of wish I bought another Rolex and just kept it and just whatever. But, I don't regret it. I just, maybe some second thoughts, maybe a little bit of buyer's remorse. I've worn it once. And now I'm just like, it looks pretty sitting there. It's the anniversary of the moon landing, Sapphire Sandwich, which you enjoy. And the process was great. Jeff was great at the boutique. That whole thing was great. It's just, it was a lot of money, and if I should have used that money maybe to get another Rolex. I don't know. As far as video games are concerned, or systems, is this a regret? The CDI. I forgot to talk about the trinkets today. Random trinkets. Today, this is my OG CDI. I was the only person in the world. My mother actually bought a CDI in 1996, I think it was, something in that range. And we went to Nobody Beats the Wiz in Long Island, and the fucking salesman sold my mother on the fact that it's an educational video game system. Comes with Encyclopedia Britannica. And then my dad was sitting there and he was pissed off and he didn't want anything to do with it. And they were like, sir, you like, because he's wearing a Giants hat. I see you like the Giants. We have NFL trivia. We'll go ahead and throw that in. This thing was like $600, bro.
Got him.
It's a lot of fucking money, man.
Yeah, back in the day, they throw it in, right?
Yeah, we'll just throw in NFL trivia. But I don't know. I was going to say a regret. I didn't buy this. My mother fucking bought this. I just kept it. But I would say that that's a regrettable purchase if you bought that as a video game system in the 90s. Although the first couple of days you had it or so, I mean, back then you didn't realize that it was shitty. You just thought it was new technology. But remember that game I showed you with the weird lizard guy? The space lizard? I forgot the name of it.
What about Hotel Mario? That was a good one.
Hotel Mario, yeah. But you know what? There's the actual good game on there. Video Speedway is kind of cool. It's a race car game. I just, more nostalgia because I had it. But Tetris on the CDI is fire. It's got like full motion video in the background where the Tetris blocks are in the middle. There's like scenic rivers and valleys and there's calming music. It's pretty cool. And Tetris is OG, so I fuck with Tetris. Other than that, though, CDI not so good. Not so good of a system. Otherwise, though, Dreamcast, obviously great system, just a little before its time. And then we got the portable PS1 with the LCD screen.
You want me to zoom in?
Don't touch it. Don't touch the camera. Don't do anything. Sit there, read topics, and try not to fuck my life up any more than you already have. That's your goal. So anyway, we were talking about regrets, purchases. I don't really have any. Most of my purchases, most of them, are calculated. I'm staring at my, I don't know if you noticed in there, Doyle, I have a skull in there now. A giant full-size human head skull. Yeah. Now, what that's from, I was at Goodwill the other day, right? And I'm going through the shelves, the random shelves of just ridiculous shit. And I see that skull, and it was missing the jaw on the bottom, but it looked cool. And I picked it up, and it was heavy. And I'm like, I knew it wasn't a real human skull, but it was one of those medical ones. Because it's got the magnets, like you can open the top of the skull. It's nice. Like, I'm like, damn, this is something cool. And there was a price tag on it. $5.99. Good, not outrageous, but I wasn't feeling the $5.99. I took off the price tag. Oh my God. And I went up. I waited online at Goodwill, which, by the way, is ridiculous. You can't have 17 people in line, one person ringing people up, and 72 people working, not doing anything but putting shirts on the shelf. Please come up front, Goodwill, and ring up the customers that are buying things so that we don't have to wait there for 40 minutes.
Well, that's what you get, though.
So I get to the front of the line. I found about 4 or 5 nice little T-shirts and my little skull. There was a nice, emo chick with blue hair and a pentagram around her neck. Very nice young lady. Hey, ma'am, I have this nice skull here. No price on it. Do you mind giving me a price? She told me that I should go to the back where they have the little doors where they bring stuff out, speak to someone, they'll print a tag. I'm like, well, I just waited on this line for 27 minutes and I would like my thing priced. I mean, whenever I did my little scam, they always fucking price it right there. They usually just type in the computer, they categorize it as whatever, and they give it to me for $1.
She might have heard the podcast.
Maybe. This is God's way of punishing me. So I argued with her a minute more. I'm like, listen, just give me a price on it. I mean, what am I going to do? You're going to ring up all these people. I'm going to come back up here, and then I'm going to have to wait in line. She goes, no, you're not going to wait in line. Just go back there. And I'm like, yeah, but now all these people are going to wait. It's stupid. It looks weird. They don't know what's going on. Why don't you just price it? Okay. I go back. I price it. It didn't take that long. It took a minute. $1.99. Okay. I got it for $3 cheaper. Okay. And I go back up there, and she's ringing up a woman who has 71 items in her fucking cart. Every little fucking shirt. And I had to stand there because you know what? Honestly, it's not the woman who's being rung up fault. I'm not going to say, hey, woman, move the fuck out of the way. You cut me in line. So I stand there now begrudgingly, and did I give the emo chick a death stare the entire time? Sure. So I got there. I wasn't going to say anything, but the fact that she didn't even acknowledge, I know I said I wasn't going to ring anyone else up, and that took another 9 minutes, and she didn't even acknowledge it. So I said to her while I'm pulling out my card, I said, you do understand why, what my argument was there, right? Like I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. And she was like, yeah, and she was starting to get real bitchy with me. And then, of course, tag team partner.
I would have told you you're a scumbag.
She didn't know I took the price tag off.
Oh.
But, honestly, I was punished appropriately for being a scumbag a little bit to try to save $3. I just, I don't know. My girl says I shouldn't talk about this on the podcast because I'm going to incriminate myself and I'm influencing others to do this and that the feds are going to come in. And I'm like, it's not that serious. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe I'm really fucking up. And maybe, you know what? I got to protect myself allegedly. All of this is allegedly.
And then you buy Louis Vuitton wallets.
I don't own anything Louis Vuitton, but I do understand what you're saying. I do walk in there with my stupid jewelry on and all this shit, and I'm literally like a crackhead scratching off a price tag so I get $3. I don't know what it is. Is it sport? I don't know what it is.
The predator.
I honestly don't know why I do that, and I don't know. But fuck it. It cost me 40 minutes of my time, but I got $3 off.
Get to the chopper.
And I like the skull. The skull is cool. We'll show it to you later close up. Maybe, you know what, motherfucker. I should have put the skull here.
Oh.
I should have put the skull here. You know what, Doyle? You want to go get the skull?
Oh, good.
I don't trust you. You're going to knock something over. But we're going to do this live. Get the skull. Don't knock anything over. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, and be careful. The jaw is broken. The bottom. It's not broken. It's just not connected like that. We're going to put them over here. Now, do it over here. Come over here because you're going to get in the way of the camera. Just put it on there and I'll take care of the rest. We'll put Venom over here. We'll put Venom right in the middle. Put Venom in the middle. Now.
What's his name, though? I don't get it.
We're going to let the people name the skull. How's he in the shot? Does he look good? He's excited and he's facing the camera. Name the skull.
Could be Jimmy.
It could be Jimmy. Maybe it's Jimmy from Ohio that I always reference on the podcast. But anyway, that is the skull. It is a nice skull. I'm not sure of the brand. I tried looking it up. From what I can find, it was, they're $40, $50 online, Not a bad investment. I don't think I'll be flipping the skull anytime soon. I really like it. I think it looks cool. So anyway, the audience out there, please name the skull.
You could throw it off the balcony.
And then someone will think I don't know. I'm not doing any of that, though. Anyway, let's get to another topic. I went ranting on that, and sorry, Goodwill. But anyway, give me another one.
All right, we got Daddy Gamer Fred. What is the must-have games on the PS2 Classic if they ever come out with it?
Oh, that would be dope. Are they? I don't know. They were in talks. I don't know whatever happened to the N64 Classic, first of all, because that one they actually did. I thought they applied for the patent or something like that. So I thought this summer it was supposed to drop, or someone that I know that knows shit told me. But PS2 Classic would be dope. I don't know if it's possible, just like GameCube and Xbox. I guess they could emulate those games like Sony could. Like, it's harder to emulate PS2 games, but I mean, obviously Twisted Metal Black, obviously Metal Gear Solid, Sons of Liberty and Snake Eater, and I mean, I can go with PS2 games. There's a million. Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And then get crazy, get weird, put Obscure, put Haunting Ground. I don't know. That'll be really hard because there's so many games on PS2.
Many Gears?
I said that, yeah. Sons of Liberty.
What about the old school Gran Turismo games? Those are good.
Gran Turismo 3, Gran Turismo 4. Those are big games, bro. The Gran Turismo games. Give me your top 3 off top of your head PlayStation 2 titles.
Well, I actually like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. That was cool to see it on PS2. And then Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. All the Grand Theft Autos.
Now, here's a problem. You're from Miami. You like Vice City or San Andreas?
San Andreas could use to do more.
Yes. And that's really the real
Vice City
answer.
was cool, though.
The story, Ray Liotta, the whole thing, right? But you couldn't jump in the water. Ridiculous. But I will say, going down the fake, like, Collins Avenue, it wasn't really Collins, but you know what I mean, like, by the beach. Isn't it like that club that's around the corner? Isn't it crazy how playing enough of those games back in the day, like, it's almost the same as like a familiar neighborhood to you. Like, you get in, like, you know where things are, and like, oh yeah, the club's there, the beach is there. It's just weird. But San Andreas to me was just such a great game. It just, like, right from the beginning, and the fact that it made you, or you were able to do more, like you were able to work out, go to the barber shop, like those little things that they were able to do. And then my favorite thing ever was going to the desert and getting those hangars where you can put cars. So I would do all the cheats, get the monster truck, the quads, the muscle car, the Banshee, all that good shit, all the weapons, airplanes, helicopters, and then you save it as your save state right there. Dude, endless hours of fun. You could take off the planes from there. You could drive the fucking quads all around every time.
They had jets too.
I know. The Harrier jet, remember taking that shit and it was all sketchy, and then you had to like click in L3 and R3 together to make it so the wheels went up and you can do forward projection. Legit. I love that shit. So PS2 Classic would be amazing. I love those classic systems. Everyone knows that I love those. I love the Genesis, the SNES, the NES, the Neo Geo. Any of the classics are great for me. Dreamcast Classic or Mini. Sick. That would be ridiculous. I think weren't they working on that? See, a lot of these things are rumors and fan made, and I don't know.
Yeah, where they were also pre-COVID shit, and then
COVID. You know what I realized with COVID, how it fucked everything up, is the factory shut down. And even if they only shut down for X amount of time and they're back open, the backlog is still they didn't produce that much product, no matter what it is. I first found out about it with the Rolex watch thing. It was already hard to buy a Rolex at retail price because the demand was so low. I'm sorry, the supply was so low. Now the supply is even lower, which is making the prices go even higher, and that happens in a lot of things. So certain factories may have stopped or didn't even get to production. So anyway, PS2 Classic would be dope, and there's really endless titles. Everyone has their own favorites on PS2. You know what else that we love is like NBA Street on PS2. Volume 2, Volume 1, those are all fire games. I was just thinking of those.
And that upscales to 1080, right? Or 720?
No, that's FIFA. There's only like 3 or 4 games on PS2, or it's really Xbox, I should say. OG Xbox that upscale. So if you get the HDMI adapter, FIFA Street is one of the games, and I think there's a motocross game. They actually do 1080p. Or I think it might be 1080i. It might be interlaced. Anyway, we're getting a little nerdy. We're getting a little crazy. Give me another topic.
All right, so we have Goodwill 407. Games you should have. Cannon Spike.
Games I should have, and then it just recommends Cannon Spike?
Yeah.
Or are you saying I should get Cannon Spike?
No, that's what Goodwill 305 says.
Yeah, I don't have Cannon Spike, do I? On Dreamcast. I'm thinking of, I don't, but I'm thinking of Project Justice and those other Capcom games. But yeah, I mean, but at this point to me, I'm not going to buy Cannon Spike because it's like $200 some, right? Yeah, I'm not doing that though. Fuck you. If I don't find it for cheap the way that I found all my other shit, then I'm not going to do it. As much as I like that the prices go up on shit, I guess, because I own it, I don't like to contribute to the full-blown asshole prices.
That's one of the grails, though.
To who? To you? And to the mindless motherfuckers that don't have any passion for this shit? They just go online and see what the most expensive games are and then say, ooh, that's my grail. Happens with t-shirts. Happens with sneakers. Happens with everything. Motherfuckers don't even care about what they're actually interested in themselves. They just care what other people are interested in so they can acquire those things and then show them off online and say, look how cool I am. I got this game. It's a grail. I got this shirt. It's a grail. It's like, bro, you don't even know. It's like me rocking some like Pokemon or anime shirt that's expensive and going, yo, it's my grail. It's like, dog, you never even watched that. And you know what? I wanted to address that because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that criticize people like me that criticize people like that. And by that, I mean, if you're some random 21-year-old chick and you don't know anything about anything hip-hop wise, you just know it's cool to rock vintage rap tees, and you actually don't know anything about Wu-Tang, let's just say, for example, and you can't name an album, a song, all 9 members, then yes, you shouldn't be wearing the shirt. You shouldn't be perpetuating the idea that you're wearing and you're representing a time that you weren't even around for and that you don't give a fuck about just because it's trendy online. That is fucking loser activity. How don't people understand that?
You can still be a fan, though.
But why are you a fan? Were you a fan before it was trendy to wear fucking vintage rap tees? Because I don't see a lot of motherfuckers. Like, if I come up on you and I ask you a bunch of questions about the shirt that you're wearing, I would really hope, like, you're wearing a Zelda shirt right now. Link to the Past. I know you like Zelda. You fuck with Zelda. That's why you're wearing that shirt. But if I found out you were wearing that shirt because it became super trendy and that's why you're wearing it, can't fuck with that. Specifically also when it pertains to things that I'm ultra passionate about. And one of those things are hip hop. So I see motherfuckers rocking $1,000 shirts and they just wasted $1,000 on a shirt that there's something that they're in their soul they're not passionate about. They just know it's like the trend to rock that. And then don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people that are just like, they wear it because they love it and they know it and da-da-da. And some of them were wearing it before it was even cool to wear it. So that's all well and good. And guess what? At the end of the day, you do whatever the fuck you want. But I hate this idea that there's like people out there that defend, wear what you want, wear what makes you feel good, wear what, no, but that's not why that person is wearing that shirt. They're wearing that shirt so that they feel accepted by people that might be in a certain circle, but meanwhile, they're not even fucking with it like that. It's not being true to yourself, and I'm not going to co-sign that, ever. Ever. If I ever get that way, call me out on it. You see me doing something that's like, bro, you're not even into that shit, and you're just doing that because what now is popular? Like, come on, bro. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to address that real quick because I've been seeing some comments online, people going back and forth. Someone tried to make a post the other day that was like, stop telling people that are wearing XYZ shirts or have XYZ that they need to know the intricacies of da-da-da in order to enjoy it and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, they're over-exaggerating. I'm not saying you need to fucking know the technical aspects of every, you need to know Wu-Tang's contract verbatim that they signed with Raucous Records in 19... You don't need to know that. But if you don't understand what Wu-Tang is and the 9 members, you can't name members of the fucking thing, you can't name songs or albums, I'm not giving you the juice.
What about the amphibious you has on your shirts? You can't name them all.
First of all, it's not $1 million fucking shirt. Second of all, I wear it because I like it. And guess what? It's not really trendy to wear fucking LSD Toad Rainforest Cafe shirts. Because I like it. And I found it at a thrift store.
You know the names of the frog clans?
East African Toad. Yeah, I know all of them by heart, Doyle. See, this is where you fail. You try to call me out and try to make it like I'm a poser because I'm wearing a Toad shirt. But if Catherine was wearing a Wu-Tang shirt and I said, hey, name the original 9 members of Wu-Tang, and she was just like, DMX. Then I got it. Not fuck with her. Catherine. Whatever. Give me another topic, bro.
All right, so we got Andre East.
Okay.
Can you do another pose on your fit check?
Oh, yeah. People hit me up all the time for that. And I just blatantly ignore them. Well, because what they don't realize is, I take my little bullshit picture in the morning, whatever I'm wearing, and I do my little pose. Oh. I've been doing the same pose forever, my whole life. I have pictures of me at fucking 6 years old doing that pose. Yeah. But you know what? I do it because it annoys certain people. Somebody once asked me, like, why do you do that every day? And why do you take a stupid picture or a video of a song in your car every day? I'm like, because it annoys people like you. I don't understand why it would bother someone. There are people that write to me every single day, yo, why do you do the same pose? Yo, why do you take a picture? And you know what's funny? If I look at the analytics of all of my posts every day, the most shared thing I do every day, hundreds of shares, is that fucking my picture in the morning.
The T-pose?
Exactly. I love it. And you know what? It doesn't, I like doing it. I take a picture. It's cool. And it's consistency. I'm just teaching you motherfuckers consistency out there. I'm just letting you motherfuckers know I'm here every day. Every day, same shit. I wake up every day. I get fresh. I take my cute little picture. I get in my cute little car and I go hunting for cool shit every day. And the people that fuck with me, they like that. They enjoy it. But the people that don't fuck with me, that makes them angry. So why in the fuck would I stop doing that? Think about what I said. The people that fuck with me enjoy that, right? The people that don't fuck with me, it makes them angry. So if you don't fuck with me, of course I want you to be angry. You don't fuck with me. Why would I care how you feel? I might as well make you aggravated.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Thank you, Doyle. Where'd you learn that from? Is that The Art of War by Sun Tzu?
That's the original shit, yeah. But that's from The Godfather.
Okay. Either way, it holds up true, though. Yeah. Thank you, though, for that suggestion, sir. Maybe I'll change it up, though, one day. Go ahead.
All right, so we got Slim Rabbit. We'd like to see a new vlog episode.
Yeah, we should. We should do some kind of vlog, but we got to make it worth it. We got to make it a spectacle. We got to make it, number one, you would need to be here early, which is a miracle in itself. I need to call the same guy that they did on Exorcist on the little girl to try to maybe fucking get the demons out of you so you show up early.
Voodoo magic.
Yeah, fucking voodoo magic, man. Predator 2 reference. Obscure Predator 2 reference.
The bones never lie.
Oh, it's the same every time. Every year he rolls the fucking... That's some crazy shit. That was King Willie. I love Predator 2.
Oh, I got a good topic here. It's My Name Is Dad Now.
Well, hold on. Doyle, you just completely... The fucking kid sent in a thing, asked about a vlog. I said, yeah, maybe we'll do one. You made me bring up Predator 2, and now you're ready to go to the next topic?
Yeah, we're doing the...
Don't listen to me. You're getting too comfortable, and the people will turn on you in 1 second. You got to look at the people like a snake. And the snakes are cool until they're not. And it's very quick. There's a very fine line between everything was cool with the snake, and then all of a sudden you got 2 holes in your shit, and you're dying. You understand me? Don't turn on the people. The gentleman asked, are we going to do a vlog? Guess what? You're the camera guy. Do you have any input on that? Would you like to shoot a vlog? Guess what you get to do? Touch the camera. Use your fucking, what do you call that thing? A gimbal? Okay? So apologize to, what was his name?
Slim Rabbit.
You apologize to him.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Don't be an asshole, bro. Like, I'm just here to help you. Like, don't be an asshole.
I'm ready to do it.
That's great. I'm talking about skipping over someone's topic that they
yeah.
took out of their fucking time to type with their thumbs and say, yo, vlog series, man. Like, yo. And you just want to move on to the next shit, bro.
Damn.
I'm giving you all kind of gems today. Whether you pick them up, that's on you. Anyway, now we can move to the next topic. We will be doing a vlog soon.
See, that's why maybe people are pissed.
Why?
Because you move on to the next topic when you want to. Maybe they want to hear what I say.
I guess the people will decide. And you know what? They'll decide they'll agree with you on there just to fuck with me. But that's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so we got the my dad now is Simpsons 1-up or needed.
Okay. Let's do that in English next time. Even though I kind of understood what you said because Simpsons the Arcade 1-up came out with the Simpsons. Okay. They announced it, right? So you did just say that in a foreign language. Anyway. Or you had a stroke or something happened. But here's the thing. I don't like, a lot of people hit me up. Obviously, people know I fuck with Arcade 1-up. They should be a sponsor of the show. They may be a sponsor of the show. Actually, we're in talks, and I don't want to fuck that up. So I don't mean to disparage anything that they make, but I've never been a fan of the 4-player Arcade 1-up cabinets. Some of my favorite games, NBA Jam, Turtles, they're all their 4-player ones. Here's my issue. They look awkward. You kept the same screen size and the same general size of the cabinet, but then you extended 2 more controllers. Doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Look behind me and look how long 4 different joysticks go. That's a long 2 different cabinets. And then you want to jam it into one cabinet, it just looks awkward and it throws it off. 2 players on these things, they look great. They would have to make the size of the screen bigger and the cabinet size physically bigger to accommodate 4 players. They're also doing the X-Men one. I saw. I like the idea. I don't like the execution. I have Simpsons Arcade on PS3 digitally downloaded. Rare because it's not available. People actually pay big money for that. How does that work, by the way? I would have to sell you my entire PlayStation 3 or PlayStation account, though, right? Like people pay, I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on PS3, like the digital download things. People are acting like they're worth money, but how is that? If I sell you my PS3 and you can't log in on my account, how do you play the game?
You got to give them the PS3 with the account.
With the account. I've had my account since 2006. Yeah, 2005 or 6 when PS3 came out. But no, I'm not telling people my shit. I don't care. Even though everyone knows it anyway. But Arcade 1-up, man, I love it. I'm not a fan of their pinball machines. Everything. I'm not a fan of anything they do outside of the 2-player ones. Some of the tabletop ones they do are cool, like the top-down ones. I think they're called bar top or something. No, the bar top ones are like the mini ones, but those are cool too. These are 2-player, cool, 4-player. No bueno. No me gusta. Okay.
Even the Turtles?
Yeah, because it just looks awkward. It just doesn't look right. Yeah. Anyway, give me another topic, bro. I'm enjoying my volcanic ash water from Hawaii.
All right, this is our boy Eric Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
How big is your inventory? Approximately how many games, figures, and what value?
We're in the middle of redoing some inventory. That's why we need to go through all those totes. That's why we need to do shit today, Doyle. But I don't know. It's a few thousand games, I would say, at this point, and figures, hundreds of figures. I don't really know. Extras, magazines, all that shit. I don't know. I would say, and then people ask me about value all the time. I conservatively speaking, and I don't like to get into values or shit because the market changes and da-da-da-da. I'm gonna go $250,000. I'm going $250,000. There's at least $250,000 collectibles in here, at least. I've had it appraised for more because of insurance, and I had to go through all this shit, and then even changing it here, take pictures, resubmit, But yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, the monetary value is cool, and it's important to know your shit. I'm just not that fixated on that. I'm more fixated on the quality of what I have, and you know, we were just talking, right? I mean, I'm thinking about whittling down some of it because, you know, after unpacking for 2 months, almost filling up a room, having that entire giant closet filled up with all those games, and we still have 16, I think it was, I counted 16 more totes. What the fuck is in those totes, man? I mean, I have all my games basically out, all my systems out. I know one of the totes is just wiring for the systems. Other than that, what the fuck is in all those totes, man? I mean, it's a mystery. I know there's a lot of figures, so...
A lot of magazines.
No, the magazines are still at the other house. The rack, the giant rack of all the retro gamer mags, it's still over. I just saw it today.
Oh, a lot of cassettes, CDs.
No. They're all out there. The VHS tapes, the cassette tapes, you're talking about little fucking things, bro. I don't know. There's a lot of shit in those things. I know controllers. I have a lot. I have
Catacombs?
Bro, that's basically the catacombs are in totes now. That's what it is. So what I'm trying to say is there's a possibility going forward here where I am going to let go of some stuff, but like we were talking about before, I'm not letting go of anything in what I truly, truly, truly value, which is most of any of my video games, like not letting go. I'm talking more about figures and maybe extra gaming related items. But other than that, I'm not really going to go too ham, but it would free up some space and, whatever. And we'll invest the money back into the podcast, Doyle.
Hey.
What would you like for the podcast? Or anything we need for the podcast? We need some more lighting. I
need to be on the payroll.
Okay. But remember what I told you today. The second the money starts getting involved with this and you don't show up on time, Donald Trump shit, you're fired. That kind of shit. You're done. Instantly. I don't play around business and friendships and relationships. I always keep them separate, and I'm cold-hearted with that. So if you fuck up and you don't show up on time and I tell you, next time, you're done, you're done. And then you could start your own podcast and we can have a beef on it. And then we could really profit on the side and then we win anyway. That's really the grand scheme that the people don't know about. We're purposely causing a divide so that we end up getting into a beef and people like the gossip aspect. And then they'll watch your podcast. Can you imagine you doing a pod? Imagine if we switched roles.
I'd be nice with it.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd be real nice with it, Doyle. The people would love your perspective on life. I'm honest to God, I know people would. So.
Flat Earth shit.
Yeah, no more Flat Earth, by the way. And speaking of Flat Earth, every time I say Flat Earth, I always speak of Kyrie Irving because he did the Flat Earth thing years ago. What's up with the playoffs? What's up?
Oh, we got it. I mean, it's continuing. It's all right. The Nets are looking to win.
But you got your team's not in it. My team's not in it. LeBron's not in it. LeBron's too busy. LeBron lost on purpose, by the way. You know that, right? I figured it out. I called him. I'm like, yo, Bron. Yo, what's up, Mike? What's going on? I go, listen, bro. I know what happened. What you talking about, man? I go, listen. Space Jam's coming out. You're already pissed with you didn't even like what happened last year in Orlando with the thing, and you don't want to go through all of it again. You proved that you won on the Lakers. Space Jam's bigger for you. You want to spend some time with the family. You want to promote the movie. You did an early exit out of the playoffs, right? Nah, I mean, he's like, nah, bro, I didn't even, nah. I'm like, Bron, don't. He's like, all right, bro, you got me. And I had to go because Jay-Z was calling me. I was like, yo, host called me on the other line. Because I had a conversation with Jay, too, about his hair. I don't like his hair. He wasn't feeling that, though. He just did the Jay-Z laugh on me and hung up the phone. And that was it. But it's cool. It's okay. Anyway, yeah, so that's your NBA update. I just wanted to give people an NBA update. I still am not hardcore watching it like I was, like I normally am. So I gave you an opportunity.
You're not going to watch it?
Oh, I didn't say I'm not going to watch it. I don't know, man. I'm in this weird vibe of like not watching TV right now, and I kind of like it. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I go through my phases, bro. I am excited. I want like NFL to come back, though. I don't know what happened. NBA this year didn't really grab me. I don't know if it's because I was in the middle of moving or I was thinking of other things. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Anyway, another topic. Next topic.
All right, so we got Young Tigers. Thoughts on the latest Mortal Kombat movie?
I didn't see it. Did you see it? I heard from a million people that it was bad. Right? It came out a while ago, though, right?
I saw it. It was good. I like it.
I like the original. Mortal Kombat. Is that in it? Do they do the OG music?
I think, yeah.
And what's the storyline? Shao Kahn's just pissed and like, yo, I'm holding a tournament. Everyone's fucked, and then you're going to hell.
It was good. I mean, it had a lot of CGI in it, but it was well done.
Yeah. They got Liu Kang in there and shit.
Was sick.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character in Mortal Kombat, Doyle? Kano?
It was the old school Scorpion because it starts like with the father or something,
I like Reptile. I like Noob Saibot, though, too. Noob Saibot's cool. Smoke is cool. And I like some of the chicks are cool too. What was the chick with the, what's her name? Shiva, right? She wears the purple. She got the long gray hair and shit. Yeah, she's alright. Kano was cool. I had great memories playing the like very first on Genesis.
Sonya.
Mortal Kombat. The blood. Remember that was the thing with Super Nintendo didn't have the blood. You had to put in the thing, and then Genesis had the blood because it was for the cool kids. Yeah. Fuck you, Super Nintendo. The console wars were great. Anyway, I didn't see the Mortal Kombat movie though. I don't really have an interest. People would think so. Just like I didn't see the Sonic movie. You'd love that too. I did like how they bullied the creators into redesigning Sonic at the time. That was good. That's the way it should be. I mean, dude. I mean, the movie, they clearly fucked that up. So, I don't know. Anyway, give me another topic. We failed on our transitions today. I know the people are going to be quite upset.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right, so it says Jet Set Heat. Do you have anything on the bucket list?
Like, is that all it says? I mean, like in life or just like I don't know. Like,
Anything
do you have a bucket list in life? Do you have a set list that you in your mind or you've put out on a vision board or something like that you want to do? Jump out of an airplane?
Well, yeah, but the base jumping out here.
You would do it?
Yeah.
I won't do it.
In a squirrel suit.
Okay, so let's get this right. You would jump out of an airplane?
No, James, jump off a skyscraper.
You can't do that. It's illegal. What? If you were to jump off, first of all, this isn't high enough, Doyle. It's 14 stories. You can't do a squirrel suit. You're just going to hit the ground. You're going to be a dead squirrel. I'm going to read that on the news. Stupid man jumps off building with squirrel suit and dies. Back to you. And they'll just show a dumbass picture of you with your fucking Zelda hat on, just like, yeah. You're an idiot. Strange Peruvian man jumps off building, more at 10. I mean, what do you... Now, would you jump out of an airplane? Would you do like, what's the Point Break? Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze.
Utah?
Rest in peace, Patrick Swayze. If he was still alive, I would jump out of I would strap myself, to Patrick Swayze and jump out of a plane with him. Keanu Reeves is still alive. I would jump out of a plane with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, they're coming out with The Matrix 4.
Keanu Reeves? Of course, right? I love The Matrix. I mean, I'm not going to hate on The Matrix. But I just want to, Johnny Utah. But I want Keanu Reeves to only talk to me like he's Johnny Utah. All right, man. Like, we're looking for the big wave. Or you like when I do, what's his name? When I do, what's his name? What's Keanu Reeves' name in Speed? I don't remember his name. Like, character's name. You just like, though, when he comes on the bus and he reveals that he's a cop and then the big dude gets up because he thinks he's looking for him. He's like, I'm not here for you, man. Like, dude. And Sandra Bullock in that movie was fine as fuck. Remember Sandra Bullock in Speed, bro? She was fine. I'm gonna get a little heat for that, but Sandra Bullock, I don't know, something about her in that movie.
Well, that was her prime.
That was prime, yeah. I mean, I'm sure she's still a beautiful woman.
Pop quiz, Jack.
Oh yeah, pop quiz, hot shot. My boy, bro. The elevator. When I get on the elevator every day, I think of Speed actually, just because of the scene in the beginning. It could happen. Shoot the hostage. Yeah. And then your boy from Dumb and Dumber is the other cop in fucking Speed. Yeah, Jeff Daniels, right? Yeah, Jeff Daniels. He did a great job. Man, 90s movies, man. Did you see Speed 2 on the boat? Not so good.
No.
Man, not so good. Not so. Sandra Bullock, though. She was in that one, too. Yeah. Still think she looked better in the first Speed. Yeah, 90s chicks in those movies, man. Some of the movies like, the chicks in, what's the movie? The witch movie? The Craft. Kind of like the emo chicks in The Craft a little bit. Some of them are a little sketchy. Kind of like them, though. I'm just saying. I don't know why I'm going down this road. I don't think we're going to go down this road, but we'll just leave it there. Give me another topic. Get me out of the weeds, please.
All right, so we got vintage anime addict. Capcom's best video game series.
Ooh, that's impossible, huh? I don't know. Would it be a fighting game, right? Or would it be Mega Man? Or would it be Marvel vs. Capcom, right? I mean, that's what I'm going to say. But it's like, I don't know. I feel wrong saying that because Capcom has some serious shit.
What about Resident Evil?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that obviously is really subjective because, I don't know. You can't say objectively speaking Marvel vs. Capcom is their best series because Resident Evil, look at the depth of the characters and all the time, energy, money, effort, and all that. Like, they're way more complex of a game.
Marvel superheroes.
All of them. These are all Capcom games behind me here. And never mind the Street Fighter series just in general. But Capcom, is Capcom the greatest video game developer ever? I mean, you could do it like Nintendo has first party, like Nintendo's first party stuff, or Sony first party. I'm just trying to think, like, I guess but Capcom's across all platforms, though. That's the thing. And arcade, obviously. I'm trying to think of something obscure from Capcom, like Bionic Commando. Bionic Commando is Capcom's best work. It is a pretty cool game, though, actually. The little metal arm. I don't know.
What about Twisted Metal?
It's not Capcom, Doyle.
Is that Capcom?
That's like 989 Studios, and like I think a bunch of different companies actually made that. Damn. Yeah, I mean, even Project Justice or Rival Schools as far as a fighting game. I mean, dude.
Like Konami gets close.
Metal Gear. Yeah. That's the thing for me. Metal Gear is my favorite, so. I don't know. I can't really decide, but I will say that Capcom is pretty much the GOAT. I mean, overall, once you do Marvel vs. Capcom and Resident Evil, what the fuck else are you going to do? Oh, give me another topic.
All right, so we got Lowe's 19. Pogs, been seeing some recent interest.
I'm going to be really mad if Pogs like super skyrocket in price, because I've been looking at just rebuying like ridiculous amounts of Pogs, especially the O.J. Simpson ones. No, just because I had them growing up, my mother would buy them for me because she thought it was funny. That it was like the trial was going on and Pogs were like at their height. And like I had like the OJ in the slammer because it was a slammer, but it was OJ behind bars on the thing. And then the other side it said, "Where's the juice?" So I would like to get those. And then a lot of the metal ones that were like Dragon or like the 8-ball, the lizards, the holographic ones. I never really... Did you understand how to play Pogs?
It's like hitting the Pogs, right?
When you would like use the slammer and they would like flip. I think if they flipped over, like then you would collect them. Like, is that how it worked?
Yeah.
It was like, I almost likened it to like a more advanced version of like jumping jacks, or what do they call those? Pickup sticks, jumping jacks. What was the things with the little metal things that were like pointy and crossy, and then you would throw the ball and try to pick it up? That's some old school shit. I'm getting real old school on them now. I'm going to start talking about playing with a fucking wheel and a stick. Right? It's just jumping jacks, right? Is that what it is? Or jumping jacks is an exercise? Damn it. It's something with jacks. I don't know. I used to play with those, though.
The Pogs, you got them, though?
And the ball was weird. It was like red and it smelled funny. Just like the ball on the paddle. Remember the ball with the paddle? Ding, 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 ding. The red ball that was on there has always smelled funny. I don't know. I'm just thinking of old toys I played with now. Lincoln Logs? No one fucked with Lincoln Logs.
Oh, what about the ball and cup?
Ball in a cup? Yeah, that was cool. I mean, I didn't really fuck with that, but I understand. If it was 1842 and I was 7, and at the time I wasn't working on the farm, if I wanted to do ball in the cup, that might have been cool. Then I'll go inside, churn some butter, and go to sleep. Other than that, whenever I think of churning butter, I think of Weird Al Yankovic in Gangster's Paradise, but it was Amish Paradise, and that there was a good-looking Amish woman that walked by in the video, and the guy was churning butter, and when the girl walked by, he churned the butter faster to insinuate something, which was funny. You see how random and fucked up my brain is, that we just say some dumb shit and then I just equate it to something? Yeah. That's where I'm at mentally. Anyway, let's get to another topic.
This was a little bit more of a serious topic, but one of the landmarks here we have is the Pole Shooting Memorial.
Okay. What is that? I mean, what's the topic?
Is coming up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
I got to be honest, I passed that because that's right when my girl's like she has a store, and her store is right fucking a few miles away from it, and I pass it, and it's a striking thing because it has all those pictures up front, and then it still has all the flowers in the memorial.
It's been 5 years already.
5 years? What the fuck, bro? Obviously, for those that don't know, that was the shooting in a club where a guy came in with like an AK, and specifically because it was a gay club, I believe was the thing. He lit up like 40 people, killed like something like that. I mean, it's unbelievable to think that happened. I mean, that's a lot. And look, it's super sad if one person gets shot in the leg and they live. It's sad for 40 fucking people plus to die in that manner, that way, for no fucking reason, man. See, that's, you know what? That's what makes me think, like, life is crazy. Like, that can happen anytime, anywhere, to anyone. Like, you know, look at all the people that are just out and about right now. Like, even people that drive and shit. I always say driving. It's like, you gotta think, like, cars are weapons. You can kill somebody with a car. The fact that millions of people every day get in a car, go to work, drive, go 70 miles an hour on a highway. It's like, you could, I mean, if you were a deranged lunatic, you could just drive into people. I mean, it can happen at any time, and you wouldn't know when it's going to happen. It's scary. Those people that night went there to fucking have a good time and then got killed for nothing, bro. And it's sad, and I've been seeing more. That's why I've seen a lot of cop cars outside of there, because there's probably more people that are showing up to show respect and stuff. So, you know, that, I mean, it's unbelievable, and it's really sad. And yeah, you're right. It did take a serious turn on the podcast, but yeah. That's sad. And, you know, more than anything, it's sad no matter what. The fact that it's down the fucking block is fucked. You know, I don't know. I mean, there's no easy way to, like, transition out of talking about that. But yeah, I don't know. It's sad. It sucks. But I remember
at least, people are coming together to, like, pay their respects. And
yeah, I guess so. But it's just like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the statistics are on shootings like that. I don't. It's not like we've had a lot. Remember the one in Vegas that happened? Where the dude was in his hotel room with, like, the sniper rifle shit. It was like that concert going on. I don't know, man. That's crazy. It's crazy that things like that happen. It's kind of freaky and sketchy, and I don't know. I don't know how you compartmentalize it. I don't know how you justify it. I don't know how you. It's just like life, and you know what it is? The strange thing about life is even something that crazy, it just goes on. I mean, 9/11 happened, bro, and just like you have to just go on. People lose mothers, brothers, sisters, and it's like, yeah, but life has to go on. No matter what. No matter the most serious thing in the world can happen, it still has to go on. And that's where people get caught up, because it's like, well, no, fuck that. Like, that many people shouldn't have died, but it's like, no, but everything can't stop all the time forever to address that. And then that's why things don't get addressed, because we just push on. And it's like, no. Do you realize that fucking happened, bro?
But I think they did address it. Like, the memorial's now a national memorial.
No, I know. What I mean by address it is address why that happened. What caused that guy that night at that time? What the fuck was running through that guy's mind? Obviously mentally ill or whatever, or high. I don't know what happened. But for... You know, it's like, but he was cognizant enough to understand, I'm going to drive to this club. I'm going to load up this gun. I'm going to go inside and kill people. And then the cops come. And it's like, I wish we could find out the root of these issues before, like, things like that happen. Of course, we all do. And that's the challenge. You never know. And then, you know, in the news, you know, when things like that happen, a lot of times people are like, yeah, man, the guy was cool. He was my neighbor. He never said anything. He just kind of came home from work. Everything was good. I had a couple beers with him. I didn't know he was going to shoot them all up, or... The crazy Joker kid, that remember that thing happening in Aurora, Colorado, with the Dark Knight shit. And I mean, dude, what the fuck? I don't know. Anyway, give me another topic. That's sad and sketchy, and I just feel bad.
All right, so we got I'm Hitman. Okay. How do you feel about battle raps?
I love battle rap. I've been a fan of battle rap. I've been to some of the most legendary battle raps live back in my New York days. Smack DVD shit. I'm actually in the background a couple of them shits. Yo, little young Mikey. But nowadays, not so much. Battle rap now took a turn. Everybody's with their stupid gun bars that are over exaggerated.
With the Mega Man.
Yeah, you like that. That was disaster.
What did he say?
Something about he's got a gun on his hand, like he said Mega Man like 6 times. You know, the other thing I don't like about battle rap is it's not about rapping anymore. It's about finding out that you used to work for fucking Walmart in 2008 and your baby mama left you and you got syphilis and you snitched on your friend in a police report, and then you just basically say all that in the rap, and it's like, but your bars are weak, your flow is not even existent. It just looks like we're in a cafeteria at high school and we're just snapping on each other. There's no lyrical anything about it. There's no more metaphors. There's no more... But people love it. Some people are like, no, it's bars, yo, we got him. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know who that guy is personally, like you two. Just because you two lived on the same block for 20 years and you have personal beef, and you say, and I know your mother, and she said, I don't give a fuck. Do some clever shit to wow me with lyrical shit. Don't just, and that's why I can't stand it. And then the hype men, motherfuckers acting like, oh, the bars were, what are you talking about? And to me, it's blatantly obvious. To me, I can't believe that I even have to have this conversation and somebody would sit here and rebut me on that and say, no, battle rap has evolved just like music, right? Music evolved, it evolved to this, and no, it didn't. It devolved. Early 2000s Smack DVDs, way better. Watching Murder Mook and J Mills, Murder Mook, Loaded Lux in the clothing store in Harlem, all of that, that's real shit. They were fucking spitting. You know I love Loaded Lux. I spit Loaded Lux lines at you all the time. You know why Loaded Lux kind of took like a down a little bit? He got knocked down as being the GOAT a little bit because his rhymes are so complex, it takes you so long to get them. Motherfuckers want to be spoon-fed. They want the dumb shit. They want the ignorant shit. They don't want to have to think and understand. Yo, this guy just said, remember he said, I raised the stakes like the plantation of cows? You gonna see what my max be when you can't take it? Ow. Now you'd have to know who Max B is and know that that's his thing. He says, ow, but raise the stakes like a plantation of cows? I'm not gonna break it all down for you, but little lines like that. That's just something randomly that I thought of, but I don't know. I like that shit. I like old school battle rap. I don't like the new battle rap. Just like I'm not a huge fan of new rap, even though new mainstream rap. That's what I need to clarify, because there are plenty of new artists that I fuck with. I don't fuck with. You know what killed me? I always make those comments that get a lot of likes. We were just talking about that last time. Complex put up an interview they did with the Migos. Migos up there talking about that they're the greatest rap group to ever exist. Yeah, yeah, they went full on. We're obviously the great. And then I put in there, imagine you're the Migos thinking you're on the same level as Wu-Tang. Imagine that.
They might be. They're catching up.
Bro, it's disrespectful. It's ridiculously, objectively wrong. It's completely wrong. It's factually incorrect. The quality of music that those dudes put out are not even remotely close or as significant or culturally as impactful as not even a 0.100 fraction of what Wu-Tang has done for the culture. And for a platform like Complex to perpetuate such bullshit is a reason why I just can't fuck with this culture, bro. It's just no one is going to listen to the Migos in 20 years. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to be, music in general that's being made now is just throwaway bullshit. It sounds similar. The subject matter is similar. The way these motherfuckers dress are similar. No one has their own styles anymore. You know why Wu-Tang was so great? It's because they were dramatically different than all the other motherfuckers that came out. Plus, it was a big-ass group. Migos are like 2 or 3 dudes. We're talking about 9 dudes. Never mind the affiliates. Don't even get me fucking started. So it kills me. We got Mobb Deep, Tribe Called Quest. All these fucking legendary groups, right? Now, I don't know if you want to categorize a group as 3 or more, because Mobb Deep being 2, at least Tribe has more than that. But come on, bro. What are we talking about here?
But how do you know they don't got producers and stuff?
What does that mean?
That could be a part of the team.
No, but obvious. Havoc and Prodigy are Mobb Deep. And Havoc's one of the best producers of all time, and people don't even know that. People don't even know that Havoc made so many of those legendary beats. What the fuck? But they'll rock the t-shirt, right? They'll wear the Mobb Deep, Quiet Storm shirt, just got it because, Quiet Storm. Remember Quiet Storm? Lil' Kim, hot damn hoe, yeah. I know. You don't know shit. That's why I get aggravated, because it's what I'm passionate about. If I was passionate about something else and there were fucking posers surrounded by it and being vultures, I would be pissed off too. So, anyway, just newsflash, didn't know if you knew this, Migos not as culturally impactful as Wu-Tang, not even on the same level, not even the same ballpark, universe, galaxy, whatever kind of thing you want to say. Thank you. Back to you.
It's a topic for discussion, though.
Yeah, sure it is.
All right, so we got Trey Blue, top 10 rap group albums.
Doyle, why do you read it like that?
What do you mean?
Okay.
What happened?
No, nothing. You read it fine, and you're asking about top 10 rap group albums. Yeah. Okay. Wu-Tang Forever, 36 Chambers. And once again, are we doing, how are we categorizing a group? Is it 3 or more? Because I want to say some Mobb Deep stuff in there, too. I don't.
What about Outkast?
Yeah, I was going to say Outkast, too, because people think I don't like the South. And I was going to say Outkast, like AT Aliens and shit like that, bro. Come on. It's super classic. But once again, had their own style. They had their Southern shit, but they were lyrical as fuck. They had the flows. I love that shit. So, I'm trying to think. You know what I like? I like the Firm album, even though I don't think it's a top 10 album of all time. And the Firm wasn't really a long-term group, but I fucked with that album. Little Dr. Dre production there. Some songs not so great, but I just, it was also the era. A lot of the era has a lot to do with it. The Lox. I mean, the Lox had some classic shit. I'm not as big as a fan as them now, but it's okay because times change. They decided to change kind of with it, and that's okay. I'd rather old school Lox. That's all. I don't know. Do you have anything to add to that, Doyle? You have a riveting top 10 rap group album we should all know about?
What about one of your favorites, 3 6 Mafia?
Yeah. You're trying to bait me because there's plenty of 3 6 Mafia fans out there. I like 3 6 Mafia. I'm not going to say that their album is a top 10 album of all time in rap group. Tribe Called Quest, I would probably put above that. No? Midnight Marauders, you wouldn't say is better than anything 3 6 Mafia has ever done. And why are we not allowed to say that objectively? I guess because it's art and it's subjective and there's too many different things. But to me, and I guess
sipping on some scissor though.
Yeah, that's definitely sipping on some scissor. Sip. Yeah, that's riveting music, man. That's really deep and really cool. I love it. Give me another topic, scumbag.
All right, so we got who's this? Pretty Tony.
Ghostface Killer?
The old school arcade fighters, such as Fighters History or Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Saturday Night Slam Masters. That's a great game. Underrated game. I have it for Sega Genesis. I think I have it for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. And if I'm not mistaken, is that Neo Geo that it was on originally? I mean, arcade and home, whether it was the AES system or not. But Saturday Night Slam Masters, the other game I didn't know about, the Fighter History, whatever you said, I don't know about that one. Saturday Night Slam Masters, though, is fire. It's really fun. It's kind of a difficult game, though. It's wrestling. It's like, I don't want to say lucha libre kind of wrestling kind of thing, but it looks kind of like that. They have the masks on and all that kind of shit. But it's dope, and the artwork is dope, and the music is dope. Not as good as WrestleFest or WCW NWO Revenge. Those would be my two favorite wrestling games. I know people say WrestleMania 2000, and then, I know, but I just, I like being Goldberg. Steve. Remember they put him in the game as Steve? Why do they do that? I was like, yo, where's Goldberg? Why isn't he in the game anymore? I think someone changed it in the version that I had originally. Because you could change names and shit.
I never knew that, though. Why would they put him in WWF, though?
What do you mean? Now? Oh, they buy the rights. He came back to WWF. There's all kinds of...
No, I'm saying in 2000.
Oh, why did they put him in there? I think because he crossed over, didn't he?
Oh.
And then? I don't know. That was right when I got out of wrestling.
His real name is Steve?
Yeah, Steve Goldberg. You didn't know that? Steve Goldberg. Goldberg was awesome, man. I loved Goldberg. I thought he was... I know a lot of people that are like hardcore wrestling fans because he wasn't the greatest technical wrestler, like, let's say, Bret Hart. But it was his story and the lore, him coming out, that music, the camera angle of him all the way from the dressing room, coming out, all the cops, then the pyrotechnics, and fucking he inhales the pyrotechnics and exhales them, and the entire crowd is just going, Goldberg, the whole time. It doesn't stop. It's just the loudest chant ever. And then he would get in the ring and just his traps are like fucking giant chicken nuggets on the side of his neck. And then he would fucking spear somebody and then jackhammer motherfuckers. And it was intense as fuck.
The spear was one of the best
ones. Dude, bro, but that jackhammer, when he would hold the motherfucker up, another damn near 300-pound man just vertically hold him and then do that. That shit was, I mean, come on, bro. Still didn't beat Stone Cold Stunner. Still my favorite finisher. Yeah. So I always tell the story. I got suspended from middle school. Shout out Bill Werner. I kicked him in the balls. He kneeled down. I did a full, like, my ass, I was a 90-degree angle on the ground, and when my ass hit that fucking grass, bro, I pulled his neck quite hard. I got out-school suspension for that. But it was amazing. He did like the Vince McMahon, like, jump over, and he was, yeah. And I was screaming in his face. I didn't even have a problem with the kid. I was just hyped up. Now, this is where I say, wrestling and violence doesn't influence kids. It influenced the fuck out of me. I was hype. It was a Tuesday morning. It was after Raw. I was ready to go.
Bro, wrestling was real to you, damn it.
It was real to me. It's still real to me, damn it. That guy, man, he was crying. He was upset, but I respect his passion. Anyway, I'm sorry to Bill from back in the day. It was around 97. I was on my stone cold shit hard back then. Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, how long have we been going? Did we get caught in the Matrix again? This is what happens.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple more topics, or you want to keep going?
I don't know. How long we've been recording? We don't even know. You don't have the timer on today, which is fine.
Yeah, 50 minutes. Or more than 50 minutes, I think.
Whatever. You know what? Give me another topic. We'll see where we're at.
All right, so we got Rene Perez. Did you ever do some graffiti? And what graffiti artists do you follow in general?
Matter of fact, I love graffiti. Graffiti was a huge deal for me from the age of maybe 10 to 16.
Graffiti on a train.
Graffiti on a train. Right? They don't know. Those are old lyrics that I used to spit. Graffiti on a train. I fucking love graffiti. Matter of fact, I've been being cute with my girl lately, doing little graffiti. I just figured out you could do like handwritten messages on iPhones. Like I understand that I'm way late on that, but now I've been getting back into it. I love it. I got back into graffiti for a while. I told you the story is this is what happened to me. Grew up, loved graffiti, loved the culture, started writing, mostly did hand styles, did a couple bubble letters. Wasn't that nice with the bubbles, but my handwrites were really nice. And I would spend hours at school. I never did well in school. I failed every subject in every class. I barely made it out of high school, and it's because my teachers liked me and definitely probably lied to get me out of there with like a 65 average for the whole 4 years of high school. All I would do was practice writing graffiti. And even this many years later, the way that I write my A's, the way that I do my shit, I could pick up a pen right now and fucking like it's like riding a bike, bro. But here's what happened. Started getting into my Krylon phase. Started buying spray paint. Started going around my local town. Started tagging up things. Started going into Queens and Manhattan and tagging up things and started writing on signs and right? Then I got cocky. Then I decided one day I'm going to spray paint on the back of this building in my town. Did a dope ass piece. Got on my bike to ride away. Cop grabs me by my collar. Throws me off my bike, tells me I'm going to jail for 20 years. I was like 15. I'm like, fuck you. I'm 15. I'm a minor. You can't even fuck it. And then he grabbed me by the back of my neck and shoved my face into the sign, which said United States Postal Office. And he said, you defaced a federal building, and I promise to God you're going to jail.
Got him.
And he said, if I ever see you ever again, if I just see you, you're going to jail. And for the next like year and a half that I had my bike, because by then I ended up getting my car or whatever, I went the super long way around my town just to avoid that whole strip area to go to like friends' houses and shit. It would take triple the time. And my friends were always like, bro, you live, what the fuck is taking? I'm like, dog, I can't, I got to go all the way around because if Officer Murphy sees me, it's over. They're like, what are you talking about? You have to break the law. Like, I think about it now. It's like, even it doesn't work that way. Like, you can't just see me and take me to jail. You can arrest me for that thing. You can't. But I learned my lesson, and I stopped. That was the last time I actually wrote on a building or anything ever again. I just didn't, it was bad. I'm like, what?
You're scarred for life?
No, I just probably made a right decision. Now that I'm 36 years old, I'm not going to write on buildings and shit like that. Although, whenever I see graffiti, I respect it. I stop and look at it. I'm like, yeah, got them good. I like when it's on trucks. The box trucks are my favorite ones, or vans. And as far as my artists, like scene, you know what my favorite website was? Art Crimes. Back in the day, there was a thing called Art Crimes. And it was just a huge, I don't want to say inventory. It was just a documentation of just the most incredible pieces. And then some people were starting, this is late 90s, starting to convert it to online work. So it was like mixed with digital work, and there were different artists, and it was a central location where graffiti artists all around the world can kind of get together and show their art. It was really dope. So, I don't know. We're going to do one more. We'll do one more topic.
One more. We got Tony's Entertainment Systems. What's a video game you'd like to see become a movie or show?
Well, Metal Gear, right? And I go back and forth because I know I talk a lot of shit about not making games into TV shows or movies because then it fucks it up. Metal Gear, if they do it right, would be amazing. I'm trying to think. Super Mario. Remember the live action Super Mario movie? Goombas? I actually went to the movies and saw that as a kid. And I liked it back then. Of course, now we look at it and it's garbage, but I liked it back then.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm trying to think of anything else that I would... Someone said last week they're doing a Twisted Metal one, right? That would kind of be cool. Ninja Gaiden would be good. They did the Castlevania one. That was cool. The show on Netflix and all that. That was kind of cool. But Metal Gear would be my top for that. Can they make a Gran Turismo movie? I don't think they can.
What about Fox McCloud movie?
What, Star Fox?
That could work. Or Primal Rage?
You got to stop it. Listen, Doyle has an unhealthy obsession with Primal Rage. I get it. Nostalgic, cool 90s, cool. It's not a great fighting game. And you really, really, like, you wrote a handwritten letter to Arcade 1-Up saying, make a Primal Rage cabinet. You're the only person in the world.
What about Snatcher? That could be a movie.
Well, Snatcher, that's more anime, and it is, my God, in the beginning of Snatcher. I don't have Snatcher for Sega. I would like to acquire Snatcher on Sega CD. Because I really appreciate the artwork of it. I really do. Once again, not paying, what is it at now? Is it at 1,000 now? I mean, I don't even know. I don't want to get into it, and then we get aggravated.
How much was it last time you checked?
It was years ago. It was like 400 or 500, and that was the top of the line game, one of the top big boy games that you can get. So, Snatcher. How much is it? We're looking it up live on eBay. Complete in box. I'm going to go ahead and say it's got to be in the $700 range at this point.
I don't even see any, really.
Well, and that's the other thing I'm noticing. You know what I looked for today, and maybe somebody can help me with this, and we'll close the show on this. There's a turntable that I desperately want. It was made by your favorite DJ that I introduced you to, Doyle, your boy Qbert. He had partnered with Vestex. It's called the QFO. And basically, it's a Vestex turntable with a straight tone arm that has multiple crossfaders and inputs on the turntable. So you don't need a mixer. The mixer is built into the turntable. So you're able to just input instrumentals, let's say on MP3 player at the time or CD player at the time. They would play, and then you would just take the table and you could just scratch right there. Now, extremely rare. They only made maybe 1,000 of them. There's 2 different models. They go for multi-thousands. They were on eBay, and now I don't see any. I just see parts. If anyone has a lead on a QFO, I am interested, and I would like to acquire one. You have something to add? Go ahead.
Snatcher's like $1,200.
That's ridiculous. So it's double in price. Yeah, maybe I should have bought that for $500. But then again, that's the thing. I didn't know that, and of course, that's not the reason I was buying it to begin with, so whatever. I'm not paying $1,200 for it or $1,000. So anyway, we're going to get out of there on this. Is there anything you'd like to tell the people before we head out, Doyle? I have to give you that opportunity at the end of every show.
They got to let me know if I have to show up on time.
Okay. Please let Doyle know if he was supposed to show up on time so we could do the fucking show. That's fine. They're going to let you know. The comments are getting hot, spicy. Okay? Until next time, peace.